manufacturer because the cost of the.
I got in here and added like crazy. Of course, paper counts, so what do I care?
Here we go. Here we go. Here's the thing.
I'm trying to stand because the news was bad.
Here as well. We have no idea what these numbers may or may not look like.
And this is broken, this level, so
it's difficult.
Comes back up to it, it's probably recovering. But you get room to let it go, let it get way down here before you move down at all.
What you're saying is true at the moment, but it's in transition.
Rick, I respect your point of view on this, and I'm gonna, because Mary Daly is coming up, I would like to take a rain check on the debate on this, if that's okay. How about that?
Just promise you'll argue in the future.
I will argue in the future, that question. Thank you.
Well, that's like a promo or a teaser.
Yeah, let's do it next week.
Probably too close.
Next, that
Probably.
exclusive interview with San Francisco Fed President Mary.
Well, if it gets there, it's gonna get there, is my thought.
And the take on the central bank's rate path, what she thinks is the most important part of all of this.
The trend is not making new highs here. That was a doji.
I need to set this file before I lose AT&T service.
This one's acting like another doji.
I have to finish. Our vendor needs this in an hour.
AT&T.
You can finish it later on the flight.
There is no later.
We have free in-flight Wi-Fi sponsored by AT&T.
Why did anyone tell me?
Unbelievable.
I was getting in the wrong side of all these.
He looks like my ex-boyfriend.
When I started molding Goggins goggle glasses, I needed a website. And GoDaddy Hero uses AI to make a beautiful website so fast it'll blow my customers' noggins. While they're shopping for Goggins for their noggins.
Trading at Schwab is now.
Yeah, so what is this doing? Is this getting ready to punch back up? Probably at least come up and take that out.
Bring your trades into focus on Thinkorswim Desktop with robust charting and analysis tools.
Dow's down 471.
Tailor the platforms to your unique needs.
Okay, that's
with nearly endless customization.
a nice little sign.
With up-to-the-minute news and insights. Trade brilliantly with Schwab.
Here's where you gotta hold tight to give it room to pay you back.
You can unplug for the day or plunge into a long weekend. Savor the moment. Or savor the details. Earn points for free nights with IHG One Rewards.
Rather than get rich quick, I believe in get rich slow. The high yield cash account at Public actually had higher rates than anything else.
The temptation to get in right there and take it out is so strong.
Over having made risky investments.
And the truth is, it's showing a lot of weakness right there, but
give me long-term financial
you're
benefits.
you're somewhat in the money, so
Access at any time I need it.
probably $1,000 or something right there. Now the trade's worth $3,000.
Is their advisor, who's building a portfolio designed to meet all their needs. And behind their advisor are Vanguard's institutional
This
quality
could be
bond funds.
the beginning of a very long downward trend.
Consistently delivered year after year. Fact is,
This will take a little
90% of
more.
Vanguard's active bond funds outperformed their peers over the last 10 years.
You get behind that.
Are you backed by institutional quality bond funds? Vanguard.
We created the club to give investors more confidence.
Well, I've stuck it out. I haven't traded real money for the whole week.
Investing my own money.
And you get to learn from more than just your own experience.
Get invested. Go to cnbc.com/join-Jim.
Ambition is passion, enthusiasm directed towards a singular goal. I'm in the feelings business. My best movies, people are crying. I want to see people moved to tears through triumph.
No reason I shouldn't have the chart bigger. You're up $4,000. Well,
A big interview now.
there's a good level where it might not come back to.
Steve Leisman joins us with San Francisco Fed President Mary.
But you managed to get all this on 5.
Trip out to San Francisco.
Well,
Where I could have gone.
we're at the table.
See, there was nothing going on here. I entered these right here. I had clearly broken this. 1, 2, 3.
Focus right now on what's happening.
I don't know why I don't see 4 and 5.
2000. The market says you're all of a sudden ready to cut again. Is that how you mean this number?
No
month of data is.
What is the problem, little lady?
I think it just tells us that, the hopes that the labor market was studying, maybe that was too much, and we really have to keep our eye on the labor market, but we also have inflation printing above target and oil prices rising. How long they last, we don't know, but both of our goals are risks now, and we have to keep our eye on both.
So what's the way to think about this?
Now I got this thing over 10,000 finally.
And now a blockbuster revenue number in February, average the two.
Average the two and keep watching, because there was always going to be, well, first.
Comfortable pulling that in there.
We have population changes and
You didn't have snow in San Francisco.
No.
We had
It's so tempting, even though it's play numbers, to go grab
We had a
that.
tiny little bit of
Think if
snow
those were real
on,
numbers, how
Diablo,
tempted you'd be.
and everybody
Almost
celebrated
$5,000 on the trade.
So that's how it works.
Just
But
for
seriously,
getting
the
in
job
a
numbers
broken
they're not a clear read of what's happening,
move.
but they're also not a wrong read. If you look at the sentiment surveys of workers, if you look at firms, they don't say they're hiring. And so the job market is in this low hiring, low
Saw
hiring
5,000 on the
state, which
trade
makes it
just a second ago.
vulnerable to any
There's
changes,
5,000.
including just the ones that come on a regular basis.
Do you feel in general as if the monetary policy should respond to that low fire, low hire situation in the job market by helping it, by being less restrictive?
It's a very different universe than when we have inflation below our
It's
target.
35 points.
2019, if you recall, we did a couple of cuts because we saw there were headwinds and we cut the rate in order to make sure the labor market is supported, doesn't fall below. But right now we have inflation printing above target. It's been
Let's
printing
pull it
above
right to
target for
there.
some time. So it's really a balance of risks calculation. And I hope the 75 basis points we did last year would put a floor underneath the labor market, but this jobs market report has got my attention, and I've long been worried about it.
I'm glad my stop isn't still up there.
Right.
That just would make no
The thing with
sense.
Oil is how long will that
But
last?
it looks like
right?
it's gonna
Consumers
take me
feel
out.
immediately
That might have been
after
the turn right there.
I don't think
If
it's
it is,
ever
it
worried.
is.
So I'll reintroduce,
Still about $4,000.
Bring that up.
That move there was 1,000.
Stop, Phil.
Route.
We really appreciate that. I hate to say that.
Oh, that's interesting. The cash value of the account is now almost $12,000. And I'm not ready to play a reversal.
Crappy about the job market, they may leave the
Okay, that's interesting.
Just make sure it goes down.
Absolutely, they get discouraged about their prospects. and so
Come
they
back
just
at the
don't
open
search.
maybe,
And so
or if I
whether
see
you
something else
find those
happening
workers
there.
in the unemployment.
Yeah, jump back in and bought 3 right off the bat. I should have just bought 1.
The point that everyone's talking about, it really depends on how long the elevated oil prices continue. If the conflict or the war settles quickly and the oil disruption that people are worrying about doesn't transpire and doesn't live for a long time, well, then we just see those things come back. And
You
we
know
go
you were
back
in
to
love
a
with that
normal
number.
place. You don't want to act aggressively.
That's not the
when
most
you don't
important thing
actually
here.
know
It's
that part. I think the
strategy,
important thing is that
process,
it's really hard to
procedure,
hide
and
right now in a
execution.
world where the labor market isn't very, we don't have any evidence that it's quite steady. So I think we just need more time, and it's why we're gonna have to decide as we have an upcoming meeting.
Anyway, Kevin Morse is gonna have this job soon, running this whole, well, we'll see. Likely, whether it's soon or.
Probably made a mistake. Should have just got in with 1. But I was being irrational. What's the word? Impulsive. I was being impulsive.
Going to have an inflationary effect. It's actually going to be potentially deflation. Do you believe that? Do you buy into that argument?
So, for the last, I'd say since 2022, when ChatGPT was first announced,
If it comes back up there,
focused on how can AI
definitely want
transform
out.
the economy. And I was an
So we'll
early,
pull it
my
to
first
there.
job was in '96 with the Fed, and Chair Greenspan at the time, he's 100 today, by the way. Oh, wow, he turned 100 today, so happy birthday. Happy birthday, Alan. But but seriously, we were out in the field, touring factories, asking CEOs, what are you doing with computers and the internet? And you could see the famous phrase transpire. We can see productivity growth everywhere except in the data. So I'm a little more optimistic that this productivity growth we're seeing will go beyond just simple cost cutting and rebalancing, and will be driven by not all kinds of technology, but AI gives us benefits. But what we learned in the 90s is you can't just reflexively say it's coming. You've got to go dig for the information, see if it happens, and then make the policy decisions. And we're in a different world. We have an oil price shock.
See
we
if
have
I wanted to put in a
labor
cell.
market that looks vulnerable, and we have productivity growth.
So
that's
therefore, when you think
possible.
about lowering interest rates, how does that?
All right, I got myself a
Well, there's another alternative that is also a
break even
policy
on the
decision,
trade.
which is to hold them steady while we collect the information. And I think for now, it's about, do we?
Since I won out, I'm
not
just gonna
in a,
put it there.
Position to think we should be hiking
If
interest
it treats
rates.
me well,
But I
that's
think there's
wonderful.
a
Stop
real
filled.
issue about whether we
You're
should
out.
immediately, urgently act on the labor market, or whether we should wait to think through.
Now, let's just do
We talked a
one.
lot about inflation. What's your expectation in terms of?
Order filled.
All right, I only did
Are your
one.
contacts telling you that the tariff price pass-alongs are done?
They are more or less saying that the tariff is.
You can
is
increase
just
your
coming
risk.
through and will end at the.
Or your
the end
gap.
of the year.
Your
So
risk
we
is
don't have
only
the next
on
year, but
one.
I do expect that we'll have some run-up in inflation for the next couple of months while all the tariffs fully go through, but then come back down. So that's less of a pressure. I think their pressure now is now what do they do with oil? We just had our meetings for our boards and councils last week, and certainly oil's on their mind, but much like I've said, they're like, don't get over your skis, don't go too fast, and then it goes away. So we just have to be studying the boat. That was their language. I like that language. Studying the boat while we collect more information.
Speaking of Greenspan, they said, they'll be quick. They wanted someone that could let the economy run hot like Greenspan, because maybe it won't be inflationary, and it's gonna run hot.
All right, let's get in there and
Any
look.
other things that does the economy
I'm only
run
playing
hot?
with ones. There's not a lot of money in play.
I have not seen an example that the economy is running hot. Right now, what we have is extremely solid growth and a.
Oh, I was
labor
gonna
market with low
try
hiring, low firing. That doesn't feel hot to
the
workers.
buy
And
stock
with,
market.
Inflation printing above target, I don't think it
Buy
really
stock
feels,
limit.
comforting to consumers.
This was a great interview on this side of the
Have
post.
to do it where you want it.
A little more assertively perhaps.
Buy stock
A little
limit.
more laid back
I'm laid
in
back
San
in San
Francisco.
Francisco. No.
The dead shows are different.
Connection lost.
Check means put the
Nice.
Mary, thank you.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you very much.
That's great.
My pleasure.
all right, it's not connected to my second order. What happened?
This is a failing all over the park. John, I can't get Jurassic Park back online without.
This place is awesome.
No, you gotta get taken
Stop
out.
filled.
You did.
This is gonna be a lovely weekend.
All right, let's take a break. So here's what you did wrong. You, I think you went short there. Too early to know. I don't know what you did here. I could watch it. I don't think I recorded it. But here, it broke the trend. Got in with one, then you added more. You added on pretty fast. You should have waited to here. But anyway, you got out down here with a net gain on 5 contracts and $5,000 on the YM. Okay, I got a trailing stop set in with just 10 points on it. I'm only buying one.
Annoying because there's much more to it than that. But Marvell stayed aside.
Just a few seconds.
He was even taking down some analysts.
This could be good, could be a 0.
It was a thing of beauty.
Okay, market should be open. It's open. Okay,
Stop filled.
You picked up a few dollars, probably a couple hundred, and it didn't accelerate hard, so that was good. You couldn't have moved it that quickly. Now I want to see if you can do it on a buy if it turns and goes the other way. It's got to go strongly. This would be categorized as a weak. Open. Are they worth playing? I think they've done their work beforehand.
Well, I happen to like what's going on in that chart very much. I would say this diabetes market has got crosshairs. That is definitely the best product. But who knows what happens when GOP does one.
The way that's moving, you're just not going to get anywhere.
In fact, on any of the McDonald's, but it does have an impact on diabetes. So I was actually glad that they made that move.
I think they are doing so much good stuff at Medtronic. The stock can continue to go higher in this environment. Jeff Martin,
Stuff filled.
Yeah, you lost it a little bit.
CEO, who's making some big tough challenges.
All right, good enough. I'm not gonna worry about it. Not an open your plate.
Yeah, I mean,